In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on September 7th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers. The Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers meet Sunday in NFL action at Lambeau Field. This is one of the most intriguing matchups on the Week 1 slate, as these two teams are expected to battle all season long for National Football Conference North supremacy. Detroit comes in off a 15-2 campaign in 2024, but despite their dominance last year, the Lions did show vulnerability when facing high-level defensive fronts. That's exactly what they'll see here, as the Packers retooled their defense this offseason by bringing in superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons. The addition of Parsons gives Green Bay the kind of disruptive force they've lacked in recent years, and his debut in front of a Lambeau crowd has all the makings of a tone-setting performance. The Lions still have plenty of firepower with Jared Goff under center and one of the league's most balanced offenses. However, Goff has historically been turnover-prone when pressured, and this Packers defensive front is built to make quarterbacks uncomfortable. On the flip side, Green Bay's offense looks ready to take a step forward with Jordan Love settling in as the franchise quarterback. Love now has multiple seasons in Matt LaFleur's system, a strong offensive line, and a ground game capable of wearing down defenses. Detroit will be missing key pieces on their defensive line in this opener, leaving them vulnerable to Green Bay establishing the run early and opening up explosive play-action opportunities. While Seattle or Philadelphia might grab national headlines, this National Football Conference North clash could prove just as impactful in shaping the playoff picture. The Lions dominated much of 2024, but this is a very different Green Bay team than the one they faced last season. With Parsons creating havoc and Love expected to make steady plays behind a stout line, the Packers have a real chance to send a message to the rest of the conference. As our first pick for this matchup, the Green Bay Packers money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have trended toward high-scoring games over the past 2 seasons, with Detroit in particular cashing overs at one of the highest rates in the NFL. The Lions' offense averaged over 27 points per game last year, and while the Packers' defense is improved, Jared Goff and company are still equipped to move the ball effectively. On the other side, Green Bay is built to exploit Detroit's weakened defensive front. Jordan Love should find success with a balanced attack, mixing power runs and vertical shots downfield. Detroit doesn't shy away from aggressive fourth down calls and long drives, while LaFleur has emphasized pace and efficiency with Love at the helm. Add in the unpredictability of a rivalry game, where turnovers or special teams plays can quickly add points, and it's hard to see this one staying under. With both teams entering the season with playoff expectations, expect them to put everything on the table, leading to an entertaining shootout to kick off the National Football Conference North race. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Texans versus Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans meet Sunday in NFL action at SoFi Stadium. The Rams come in as a field goal favorite, but there are a lot of question marks surrounding this team. Matthew Stafford hasn't had a full training camp of work, and even though he's expected to start, he won't be at 100%. The Rams did add Davante Adams in the offseason, but he's entering his age 33 season and isn't quite the same playmaker he once was. The offensive line is still middling, and while the defense has potential, it remains one of the youngest units in the NFL. All told, Los Angeles doesn't exactly look like a lock to cover a spread in Week 1. On the other side, Houston is trending up behind C.J. Stroud. The young quarterback had growing pains last season, but there's every reason to expect a third-year leap, especially with a new coordinator in Nick Caley bringing fresh energy to the offense. Houston's defense is also in a great position to pressure Stafford and force mistakes. Given the Rams' uncertainties, Houston looks like the sharper play in this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Texans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Texans are missing multiple playmakers on offense with Joe Mixon, Christian Kirk, and Braxton Berrios sidelined, which limits their scoring punch. Meanwhile, Stafford's health issues could keep the Rams' passing game from firing on all cylinders. Houston's defense was one of the most improved units in the American Football Conference last year, and Los Angeles is still breaking in new pieces on offense. This sets up as a game where points are at a premium. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Ravens versus Buffalo Bills. The Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills meet Sunday night in NFL action at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. This matchup is easily one of the most anticipated games of Week 1, as it features two of the league's premier quarterbacks in Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. These two have squared off several times before, and the results have typically been electric. Jackson currently owns the edge in the regular season meetings, while Allen has had the upper hand in the postseason. The narrative adds even more juice here, as Baltimore is looking to avenge last year's playoff loss in Buffalo, while the Bills are hoping to defend their turf and remind everyone why they remain one of the American Football Conference's most feared teams. Buffalo made a splash this offseason by signing Joey Bosa to strengthen an already formidable defensive front, while also retooling their passing game by adding Joshua Palmer to support Allen. They retained James Cook, keeping consistency in the backfield after averaging nearly 137 rushing yards per game last season. On the other side, the Ravens arguably got even scarier with the addition of lockdown corner Jair Alexander, bolstering a defense that was already among the league's best against the run. Baltimore also addressed their receiving core by signing veteran DeAndre Hopkins, who has proven he can still be highly effective even into his mid-30s. Combined with a run game that led the league in 2024, the Ravens have one of the most balanced and explosive units in football. Oddsmakers have Buffalo as a short home favorite, largely due to the tough environment at Orchard Park, but the line suggests Baltimore may actually be the more complete team. Last season, the Ravens dominated the Bills 35-10 in the regular season before losing a thriller in the divisional round. Given the talent on both sides and the revenge angle, Baltimore has every reason to come into this game motivated and ready. As our first pick for this matchup, the Baltimore Ravens money line is our full game side pick. The total number is the highest on the Week 1 slate, and for good reason. Both of these offenses are capable of lighting up the scoreboard, and both quarterbacks thrive in primetime spots like this. Baltimore's offense has gone over the total in 14 of their last 19 games, and Buffalo's track record for points is equally strong. Last season's playoff battle combined for 52 points, and with even more offensive firepower in the mix now, surpassing that number seems very likely. Even with defensive stars like Bosa and Alexander making their debuts for their new teams, the sheer pace and explosiveness on both sides should overwhelm. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total picked. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.